You want to dance with me?
Sure. Now?
Mm-hmm.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to dance in the middle of the street.
There's some dance in the street.
And we don't have any music.
We'll make some.
You're a terrible singer.
I know.
But I like this song.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through.
Why We Love, A Biocultural View by Tatiana Andrade. Love is an emotion of passionate affection for another person. Love both exhilarates and motivates us. Without the attachment of love, we would live in an entirely different society. While cultural differences in how love is displayed vary greatly, the fact that love exists is undisputed. Why do we love? Why him? Why her? What is it that makes us fall in love with someone in the first place? What do we experience when we fall in love? These questions could be explained culturally and biologically. Although these questions seem complicated, there is one person who has all the answers. Her name is Helen Fisher, and she is a biological anthropologist. Not only is she the creator of Chemistry.com, she has dedicated her whole career on the biology of love and attraction, which she emphasizes her research on brain chemistry. To begin her research, she created a study where she put 49 men and women into an MRI brain scanner. 17 who had just fell in love, 15 who had just been rejected, and 17 who are still in love after 21 years of marriage. And these were the results.
I've always known there was chemistry in the brain to romantic love, but maybe there's chemistry between certain kinds of people. So I began to look into the genetic literature to find out who we are and then who we love. As it turns out, there's a lot of chemicals in the brain that code for the blinking of the eye, the pounding of the heart, etc. But there's only a few chemicals that seem to be directly related to personality traits. Dopamine, serotonin, testosterone, and estrogen and oxytocin.
With each chemical, it tells the characteristics of one's personality. As a result, we can biologically understand what type of person they will love in the near future, or even who they love today. The person that has this chemical has an explorer personality, which has an artisan temperament. They prefer to live one day at a time. They are playful in their interpersonal relationships. Although they love to learn, they never want to know what the future holds. Fisher describes explorers as risk takers, curious, creative, and spontaneous. This person embodies the builder personality, which is a guardian temperament. They are very concerned with the well-being of others. They look to their past experiences to help guide their future. In relationships, they work together with their spouse to maintain a secure household. Fisher describes builders as calm, popular, cautious, and traditional. This chemical has a director's personality. Their greatest strength is strategy. They weigh outcomes looking for any errors. They strive for achievement. Fisher describes them as direct, tough-minded, competitive, and ambitious. This chemical has a negotiator personality with an idealistic temperament. They gain self-satisfaction in the well-being of others. They are very social, but at the same time want to be understood and accepted. They want a mate that can share a spiritual connection. Fisher describes them as flexible, compassionate, and imaginative. According to the book Why We Love, The Nature and Chemistry of Romantic Love, Fisher proposes 3 core brain systems for mating and reproduction of humans. Lust, which is the sex drive one experiences. Attraction, the early stage of love, which is strongly based on physical attraction. Attachment, when one produces deep feelings of union with the long. Love can start with any of these feelings, but the brain shows the gender differences in which shape who we are and who we love. According to CNN's article, Love, Sex, and Brain, female and male's brains are mostly alike, but the difference can sometimes make it seem like we're worlds apart. In men, the defend your turf area of the brain contains special circuits to detect territorial challenges, which men are more alert. Meanwhile, in women, the mirror neuron system is larger and more active in the female brain, so women are naturally in sync with their emotions by reading facial expressions and interpreting tones. The largest difference is that men have a sexual pursuit area that is 2.5 times larger than one in a female brain. All that testosterone makes them visual creatures, which men can't stop themselves from fertile mates. According to Fisher, romantic love can lead to a homeostatic imbalance in the brain, which relates to when one has an addiction.
He said he'd love me forever if I smoked crack with him.
Love and addiction share similar characteristics. Willing to take enormous risks to win over a person's heart. Excessively thinking about them.
Why are you asking?
Craving them. And distorting reality. At this point, we have covered what one experiences when they fall in love. The last question that Fisher proposes is, why do you fall in love with one person rather than the other? Some psychologists believe we attract to others that have the same basic backgrounds, such as general levels of intelligence, same level of good looks, religious values. In addition, Fisher believes childhood plays a huge role, but not enough evidence supports this idea. Fisher's only answer to this question is the importance of biology in which one person experiences attraction. Even animals love and show favoritism between each other, which develop the same brain functions as us humans. They even show great examples of love at first sight. As I end this video, I would like to leave you with the words of Helen Fisher. Love is in us. It's deeply embedded in the brain. Our challenge is to understand each other.